Hi everyone, Sue here from Maze again. Now I've had a little break from making videos because I've been working frantically behind the scenes on something new and exciting, and that's what this video is today, is to tell you all about the new work that's coming up next year. Now a couple of years ago I was approached by one of the commissioners working for the NHS North East Essex Clinical Commissioning Group, who was keen to hear about what our parents' experience is who have children with special educational and additional needs. And she came along to one of our coffee mornings and was absolutely bowled over by the stories that she heard and the support that she saw families getting and hearing what a difference it made. So she went back to her colleagues at the NHS and put together a big case for explaining why there should be an offer from the NHS to support families who have children with special educational and additional needs. So that was approved, and the NHS put out to tender for contracts for local organisations like Maze to provide early support. And all of the contracts have been awarded. So today I'm going to tell you about what this means for you, who the organisations are, and the support that you can access. So what's happened now is that there is what's called an offer of early support. And this is for families who have children with neurodevelopmental conditions. Now, neurodevelopmental condition means that if your child's central nervous system does not function correctly, then that can lead to differences in the way that the brain functions. And these differences can last for your child's whole lifetime. So we're talking here about things like autism, ADHD, specific learning difficulties, language communication problems. There's a whole list of different conditions that come under this umbrella term of neurodevelopmental conditions. So there are a number of different projects now that are available to support parents. So the first port of call for parents are what's called the Care Pathway Co-ordinators. So there are now 3 lovely ladies in post, Davina, Rebecca and Becky, whose job it is to be the first port of call for parents who have children with neurodevelopmental conditions where maybe you're seeking a bit of support, you need information, you're looking to access a service of some kind and you don't know where to go. These people, you can contact them to ask for information. So they won't work directly with you, but they'll be in communication with you and help you to find what it is that you need for your family. So you can contact them directly, and their contact details I'll post below this video. Another part of this early support pathway involves the kind of information that parents are given when they see the paediatrician and receive a diagnosis of a neurodevelopmental condition. Now, some parents have reported over the years that you find out that your child has a condition and you walk out of the paediatrician's office and you have no information. Maybe you've had a leaflet. And so there was a recognition there from our colleagues at the Clinical Commissioning Group that actually parents need more information than that once they've had a diagnosis of a condition that's going to last for your child's lifetime. So the Essex Family Forum have put together a family resource pack, a fantastic source of information for you while you're on your journey with your child, that gives you all sorts of information about neurodevelopmental conditions, where to go for information and support, a whole range of other pieces of information that you're going to find incredibly useful. Now you can access this pack digitally, and I'll post the link here, but you can also request paper copies, and there's an option for you to do that too. I can also get paper copies and distribute them at Maze activities where we are conducting them face to face. So that's another free and useful source of information and support for families. One of the other organisations that has been asked to undertake this early support work is Autism Anglia. So Autism Anglia now have a free advocacy service. So this means that you can access support in 3 key areas for free, which is education, welfare rights and benefits, and then also health and social care. So they have qualified professionals in each of those areas that can provide advocacy for you, which is a kind of support service. You can read more about their service on their Autism Anglia website, and the link's below this video. So you probably will all remember that I have a long-standing collaboration with Families in Focus Essex. And some of you may have seen the videos that I've done with Terry Towler, who is one of the family support advisors for Families in Focus. And you may not know, but Terry and I have a long association because Terry was previously a Maze parent, then became a Maze parent mentor, and then she went on to become the chair of the Colchester Parent Support Team, with whom I collaborate to hold coffee mornings and coffee evenings. But what's great about the Families in Focus offer of support now is that they have an increased team. So they have 2 additional advisors covering North East Essex. They have Vicky and they have Wendy. And in addition to the increased numbers of family support advisors that they have, they are going to be offering coffee mornings in the new year, and also there's plans for an activity club in the North East Essex area of the county too. So obviously we will be continuing our collaboration, but Families in Focus also have this expanded free offer of support for parents, and you can learn more about the kind of support that they offer via their website too. And so finally, I was also lucky to win a contract with the North East Essex Clinical Commissioning Group. And that for me means, of course, I'm going to be delivering Maze in the way that we always have, but it now means that all Maze activities are completely free for families because it's all now funded by the health service. And as a result, we've experienced already a huge increase in the numbers of people wanting to come and participate in the Maze activities. So as a result, we have 5 groups of the specialist parenting programme running in the spring term. So we will have a Wednesday morning and a Wednesday afternoon online via Zoom with Amanda Rowe and myself. Tuesday evening via Zoom, which is my group. And then on Wednesday during the daytime, we have 2 face-to-face groups taking place in Clacton. One is at Shawfields School, which is for Shawfields parents only, and the other one is at Whitehall Academy in Clacton, and there are places available on that programme. Nonetheless, even though we've got 5 programmes running, we've still got a waiting list. So some people who've asked for a place are going to have to wait until April. But that leads me on to tell you that I'm aware that we're going to need more Maze groups to be able to offer all of those who are asking for a place the chance to come and participate in the programmes. So my plan for next year involves writing and developing the lead facilitator Maze training, so that we can recruit more Maze facilitators. And by the way, if you're interested in that and you've done Maze before, let me know. One of the programmes that I developed this year that has been really successful with a huge uptake has been our new course called How to Navigate the SEND System. So we've had fully subscribed courses, and we'll be running that again in the spring term with a view to continuing that on an ongoing basis. So if you don't already know about that, the point of the programme here is to help you understand not only how the system of SEND support in schools works. We go through 1-page profiles and 1 plan and education, health and care plans, but also to give you the skills to understand how to navigate that, how to manage your emotions, how to feel confident and empowered, and how to be a good and positive partner when discussing with schools the provision that you'd like for your child to get the best possible outcomes. So that's going to be running next year. What we've also developed this year is a programme of support for neurodiverse parents. One of the things that happens sometimes at Maze is that while parents are taking part in the programme and listening to the information that we share about neurodevelopmental conditions, parents start to think, well, actually, that describes me. And we have a number of parents that then go off to seek an assessment and then have confirmation that they themselves have autism or ADHD. Now, that group of parents experiences a particularly unique set of challenges when parenting. So we have a support programme now for parents. So if that's you and you feel like you'd like that support, do get in touch and you can join our programme, and that'll be something that's running on an ongoing basis. One final element of the support that we're developing at the moment is a programme for parents who have teenagers. So the programme that we're developing is looking at the kind of challenges that you might face when you're parenting teenage children, but we're also specifically looking at the transition process. So that means the transition that starts at year 9 in school, from year 11, out of year 11 into year 12 and 13, and then into adult services. So I've got a team of experienced parents and professionals helping me to put that programme together, and that's something that we're going to be working on next year, based on the demand that there's been for information about that particular area and those kinds of challenges that parents are facing. Of course, what will continue on an ongoing basis is the collaboration that we have at Maze with the locality parent support teams. Now here I'm talking about the teams in Harwich, which is now known as the North Tendring Parent Support Service, because we're offering face-to-face coffee mornings in Harwich and in Mistley now. Collaboration with the Colchester Parent Support Team. So we've been offering all the way through this COVID times, we've been offering online coffee evenings. We do hope that we can resume those face-to-face in the new year. We're looking for a venue at the moment. And then of course we have colleagues working in the Clacton area. We did formally have a coffee morning offer with Shawfield School, at Shawfield School, but that's currently only for Shawfield's parents. So we're hoping that something in Clacton will be able to resume in the new year when the conditions allow. So there's a lot of work that we're doing here at Maze behind the scenes. We're thinking all the time about what is it that you tell us that you need? How can we develop that support that you're looking for? We're constantly seeking to improve what we do so that you never feel like you don't know where to go for help and support. So there I've outlined all of these exciting components of this new early support pathway that includes the Care Pathway Coordinators, the Essex Family Forum Family Resource Pack, the Advocacy Service at Autism Anglia, the family support advisors and their work at Families in Focus, everything that we're doing here at Maze, and that includes the parent support groups in the local areas. And so what we're doing with all of those groups at Maze is we're trying to work together collaboratively. What we want to hear is from each other is what are parents asking for, what's the need, how can we work together to develop that. So we're constantly trying to monitor how we can improve and how we can make that support the best it possibly can be. I can tell you that one of the key themes we already are all identifying is the inconsistency and inadequate levels of one planning in schools. So that's why we're doing a lot of work together to look at how can we address that and how can we help parents to be a useful resource to the schools so that we can get improved outcomes and improved one planning. So we're looking at issues like that all the time. The idea is that over the next 2 years now, we're going to be collecting lots of information about how well is this service working? Is it actually helping you all? Because what we want to make sure is that we get this recommissioned again in 2 years' time. And what we would really love is for other areas of Essex to see what work we're doing, appreciate its value and make sure that this offer of early support is available for all families in our area. So there we go. A lot of exciting information. I hope that was a useful outline of all the work that's being done now and all the support that's available for you. Do check out the links that I've put below this video, and please, as always, if you need help and support, reach out and let us know so that we can be there to support you on your journey with your child. Oh, come on, come on, come on in. That was it. From me and my family and Luna, I wish you all a really happy Christmas.